Alright, doing a quick review of the, goodness, this is the SOL, Survive Outdoors Longer, from AMK, American Medical Kits. It's their SOL Escape Bivvy. Now, how in the world are you going to do a review on something like this when it's this time of year, when we're in June, almost the end of June in South Carolina? And that's a good question. But first, the things that I can say about this, it's weird. It's made out of, I thought maybe a Tyvek type of material. Some people, and you can catch them on YouTube, so just search for Escape Bivvy, AMK Escape Bivvy. So it says SOL Escape Bivvy. This is a nice little bag, nicely. But this is the material that it's made out of. And so high quality construction. This was a Father's Day present to me. It's a proof that my wife loves me. And the kids say, "What do you want for Father's Day?" I'm like, "I don't know." And then I said, "Okay, I want this." I'm busy, baby. So this is the Escape Bivvy. Now, some people on YouTube are using this as their sleeping bag for ultralight sleeping bag. But the weird thing is what it's made out of. It's made out of, they say it's olefin, but it feels like almost like a Tyvek with threads in it, like a Tyvek laminated. It has that really slick Tyvek feel to it, and you can see that it's aluminized. Now, what's the big deal about this thing? The big deal about this thing is that it's supposed to be breathable. So it's a full-size thing, and I'm a big guy, and I'll tell you about being a big guy and having this thing as a full-size thing. All right, I've been in it 3 or 4 times, and it's almost too hot to be outside in Columbia, South Carolina right now. It is just hot, 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 hot. So this won't get a real test until at least the fall. But some of the, sort of a lightweight, hey, I wonder if this thing is supposed to reflect 90% of your heat back to you. So the only way it would be real practical right now would be if I turned it inside out and maybe wore it as a cape to shield me from some of the solar radiation, because it's so hot here. It's not really that hot right now, but it's, when you have 15 days above 100 degrees, that's hot enough. But it's made out of this really, really strong, non-stretching material. And as a big guy, so I'm, 5'10", 235 pounds. And if there's anything sort of strange about my physique besides being an overweight American, or as we like to say, an American, it's that I have like a 56, 58-inch chest. And not from some, severe bodybuilding or anything like that, just the nature of the beast, how your body changes. If you have some breathing problems as a little kid, you get a barrel chest, like somebody with emphysema, even though you don't have emphysema. But this comes with, and part of that, so my abnormal chest size, a problem is when you're in this, there's no, if you put your arms by your side, there's not much moving around room. And because this material is so tight, because it's so non-stretchy, you bottom out, so you push, and it's like hitting a wall because the material is so strong. So that's sort of a difference between this and our regular sleeping bag. Another thing is it has a 1/4 zipper. So about here, we'll roll it all the way out. I don't have it zoomed out enough that you see the whole thing. It has a 1/4 zipper, so you can put the zipper down to get in. And now, one great thing about it is it has a sewn-in foot box, a real foot box, so it doesn't taper down to a thing. Here we are about 18 inches across this way, and about 22 inches across that way. So you have a real foot box here, and that's good. So I can totally see, my time in it has been all in the house. But again, because it's so hot, and I didn't want to mess it up before it was time to really use it. I use air quotes, really use it. But there's tales of people using this plus a ultralight down bag as an awesome sleeping system. And again, my issue with that would be that because I'm so big, that you throw a down bag in there with me, and that's not cool. That wouldn't. I'd either compress the down, or it's just not going to work. But I can easily see if you had an insulated layer, like something as simple as a polar fleece bag that you could put inside of this, that this would be plenty warm, at least into the 50s, and they're saying into the 40s. But we'll do a real evaluation when it gets cold enough to make a difference. But you can tell, look, so here we have the inside lengthwise seam, and you can see where the material has been folded, maybe lap filled, I'm not sure exactly, and then it's been covered in this silver webbing. I think it's called grosgrain, might be what it's called. But it's really well made for what it is. I mean, it really is surprisingly well made. Already, I would say something that I would like them to have done that they didn't do is to put at least half-length, if not full-length zipper. But I understand it sort of has one emergency thing in there. But it's supposed to be breathable. I wouldn't. Let's see here if I can. I'm actually going to put my mouth up against it. And you can definitely pull. You can suck air through it, so it's not, especially water resistant or waterproof, and permeable to gases like breath and breath plus water vapor. So hopefully you wouldn't get too super clammy. Now, what's the difference between this and like a drum liner, 55-gallon drum liner? What is the difference between this? Well, it's the breathability. That's going to be a major plus, and I think just the toughness. I mean, it is really tough to the point where I really do think it's some Tyvek-like material, and maybe because I'm seeing these little. It looks like it's a laminated material, and this outside orange thing is that this orange color you see has lots of tiny holes, so it looks like it's a laminated material with a white undercovering that becomes the inside silver, and that this orange thing has been perforated. So that's sort of interesting. I'm going to look here again. Look at this, the quality of construction on this zipper. So it's rare that you see this. So this is going to be a keeper, and in the fall we should be able to check and see how well it does, if it works good as an emergency thing. Now, if these were relatively inexpensive, which they're not, they're $40. I would put maybe a sewn grommet hole here to run my hammock through, so that you could have a bivvy around the hammock. So this thing is ripe for modification. So we shall see, and I'll give you a full review when it's a little bit cooler, and we can actively test it. So far, great Father's Day present.